Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be the last video for this project golf cart. This is our EasyGo TXC that we did a full rebuild on. We covered most of it on this channel. We did some work prior to filming. In this, I'm going to just cover everything we've done to this. I'm going to give you an idea of what it costs us to do it. That way, if you decide to do a project like this on your own, you kind of have an understanding of how much that's going to cost you. So stay tuned. All right, guys, unfortunately, I'm having to re-record this a few days after I recorded just that last part. But if this is the first video you've seen, this is our 1996 EasyGo TXT. This started off as just your basic white TXT we got up in Lubbock, Texas. It's about a 6-hour one-way trip for us, but it was free, so we picked it up. We got it home. Thought this was gonna be a quick flip, but as we started tearing into it, there's a lot of rust and it was nasty, and there are a lot more parts that need to be replaced than what we initially thought. So kind of evolved into what we see here. This is the storm body from Mad Jack's on it. We redid every single bit of this thing. So hopefully you can see that well. We completely tore it down to the frame. We got the frame professionally sandblasted, got it back here, cleaned everything up real well. We primered, painted everything. Just about everything else on this thing is brand new. New body, new tires and wheels, obviously. Those are mods wheels with the tires on it. New shocks. We just went basic shocks. Don't really do much on these golf carts, but it's gonna look funny without them. Brand new top from EasyGo. So that was like I think 170, 180 shipped. I'm doing the prices right after this, so I'll have that. Repainted everything on this thing. There's really nothing we didn't touch. We didn't pull the motor itself apart. We did pull the motor off so we could paint everything up, but we didn't go into the motor itself. Rewired everything. 2-gauge welding cable for all the primary connections in there. This is still a stock controller, stock motor, just 36-volt battery. So those are overkill, but those are good for any future upgrades. You see the speakers behind the seat there. Those are Marine speakers, Marine head unit there. We got the floor mat. We still have the stock floor mat under it, because without it, that looks kind of funny. Sits down kind of far. We kept the dash. It's cleaned up pretty well. We got a new sticker for it. We printed the panels there to cover those openings and to mount the accessories there. The dash turned out pretty good with that body and trim paint. We did put 1.5-inch spacers on this, and I hadn't planned on doing that, but with the larger tires on here, it rubs really bad with the lift. So we had to space those out in order to get it a decent turning radius. The hubs have new bearings and races in there. We've got new bushings in the steering knuckles, so those have been completely rebuilt. Mod seat covers all the way around. Completely rebuilt this back seat right here, so I actually have a video on that. Just check it out. This is still the factory seat. We did put new hip restraints, the new cover. Still has the same plywood on it. That's still in really good shape. Same seat foam. So brand new rear seat kit from GTW. That works really well with the Mad Jack's body kit. So you can actually still pull this little trunk cover off, get access to that. I mean, nothing special. I think most of the rear seat kits are pretty much all the same. You got the access panel here. So this thing turned out really nice. So we already got it listed for sale. We've got some people interested in it, so we'll see. Hopefully we can get this thing sold here in the next couple of weeks and get started on the next project. We do have some Dream LEDs on the bottom there. We just use the double-sided sticky adhesive that it comes with, so I'm not really a big fan. We may end up doing the wheel lights instead. It's a little bit dirty just from testing it out and driving around, but she turned out really nice, so pretty happy with it. Next we'll go over just how much this cost us. All right, so the question is, how much did this cost us? I've got my notes on my phone, so I'm just going to go through them here and let you guys know. Our total cost right now is $6,854. That's pretty expensive for having a free golf cart. I've got some breakdown here. Fuel costs us about 150 bucks round trip to go get it. The rear seat kit, the GTW kit, that was $411 on Amazon. Lift kit was $100. There are much nicer lift kits out there. They're much more expensive. This is just kind of a basic, run around the neighborhood, go to the pool, things like that in the summertime, take it out to the campgrounds, whatnot. Ordered a bunch of parts from 10LOL, a bunch of factory replacement stuff. $282 on there. Actually, that's probably closer to $400, all things considered. Tires and wheels, 525 bucks. The floor pan, so actually the bottom floor pan, we kept the front one, but this one down here had to be replaced. It was too far gone. We tore it apart. It's $171. The body kit and the seat covers we got for a total of $16.80. So that was the entire body kit, along with the mod seat covers. Sandblasting. I paid $440 to get the frame and some other parts sandblast on this. It took about an hour and a half, hour 45 for the guy that we used to sandblast it all. Bunch of miscellaneous stuff, bushings and chocks, 55 bucks. The top was 190 bucks shipped. That came directly from EasyGo. I've spent probably 150 bucks on paint. I've got a couple notes here, but we've bought some stuff since then. Steering wheel, some other miscellaneous stuff, about 60 bucks there. The steering wheel and adapter we spent 150 bucks on. Let's see, we didn't replace the steering on it, the actual the whole steering assembly. We did get new plastic covers for it. Those are 40 bucks. Leaf springs, we got all new leaf springs on this. That was 200 bucks. Miscellaneous hardware, around 100 bucks. Just about every single nut and bolt on this thing was replaced. The new tie rods for the steering, that was 65 bucks. We had to get a new controller mount. That was another 70 bucks there. The battery, we spent right about 1,100 bucks on the battery. You can go with different brands, a bunch of US made brands. Those are going to be $200, $2,500 depending on what you get. The stereo kit, so the head unit and the speakers, 120 bucks on Amazon. The charger, along with the battery cables, we got all that stuff on Amazon. We had to build the battery cables. 326 bucks. We got a new charger for this, the charger port, that was 35 bucks. We rebuilt the steering knuckles on this. We put new bearings in, new bushings. That was about 65. Some other miscellaneous stuff. The rocker panels, those were 120 bucks for both of those. And just some other miscellaneous stuff in there got us up to that $6,800 mark. So we're into this for just under $7 grand. If I could get $8,500 for this thing, I'd be thrilled. I don't know that it's going to bring that much money in, just because it is a 96. People see that and they're like, oh, I don't want an older golf cart. But it does have the storm body kit, which there's not a lot of those rolling around in Central Texas, so that definitely helps up the value of it, along with the lithium battery instead of the lead acid. So that about wraps it up. That's everything we spent, everything we've done to this thing. It took a little bit longer than I was hoping for. I did expect it to take quite a bit. Halfway through building this thing, our daily driver Jeep, it broke down. That actually took a few weeks to get it back up and running. But overall, really happy with this build. If you guys have any questions on it, parts we use, things like that, just put them down in the comments below. Other than that, we'll see you next time. Almost forgot, let's talk upcoming projects. This is a 2007 Club Car DS, and not even kidding you, this is pretty much how we got it. We've got a couple things stacked on here just from moving the garage, but we really just mostly got a pile of parts with a frame and axles under it. So that's coming up. We've got this guy. This is the Never Ending Project. Give you a sneak peek in here. That is not the factory engine. So if you guys know what that is, leave a comment. That's coming up. That's actually almost ready to run. And we've also got a golf cart down at the beach house that needs a lot of work. So there's not really anything stock about this guy. So those are upcoming. Not sure which one we're gonna do next. Maybe this one. So I really want to get it up and running for this wheeling season. So if you guys have a preference, let me know.